the white man came to be the red man's master. The Atlantic coast Indians say that when the Great Spirit made the earth, he created three men of equally fair complexion. Then he took out in a canoe on a lonely lake and bade them jump in. One obeyed without hesitation. He found that the water did him no hurt. Instead, he came forth fairer than before. The second dallied and hung back. He did not jump in until the water had become muddled from the motion made by the first. So his complexion became copper colored. The third was even more disobedient. He hung trembling on the edge of the boat until Manitou, in anger, threw him in. The water was now so muddled that it was black. So his complexion became black as he passed through it. For a second test, Manitou placed before the men 3 sealed packages, telling them they might each have one to keep. He gave the black man first choice. The black man examined each with care. His whole thought was to get the best package, caring little what the others drew. One package was larger and heavier than the others. Likely it would be the most valuable, he argued. He chose it, opened it, and found to his bitter disappointment that it contained spades and hoes and other tools of hard labor. The copper-colored man had second choice, and he too looked long and examined carefully. He coveted the larger parcel, caring little what was left for his companion. On opening it, he found fishing tackle and weapons of war. The little parcel left for the white man was then opened and found to contain pens, ink, and paper. So the white man was the only one who had the means to improve his mind. Gradually, he learned so many wonderful things which the others did not know, that he easily became their master and made them serve him. Now you think to yourself, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you know, that's a very simple, there's another story I got queued up. Go on down to page, oh crap, oops. No, it's not page, oh crap. It's page 28.
All right. Lamp of the Ghost Woman?
Yeah.
All right.
But when you know, there are many stories about the different colors of people. Now, understand that this book here that we're reading from is from 1923 or 1823. It's old, the copyright on it.
Yeah.
So the stories that were told, you know, about, you know, black man, the copper colored man, you know, it's like, wait a minute, what? So, but anyway, long before there was any I would say black man in North America, except those that had been brought for slave trade. But anyway, this next story, The Lamp of the Ghost Woman.
All right, here, I pull it up. Okay, there we go. You're all set.
The Lamp of the Ghost Woman. Over a small and stagnant lake in the heart of New Brunswick is seen sometimes on murky, moonless nights a ghostly light. The white people call it will-o'-the-wisp, but the Indians call it the lamp of the ghost woman. When they see it, they bring the children inside and shut the doors, for they know the ghost woman is searching, ever searching for someone she cannot find, and she might carry them off in mistake. The story goes that long years ago, one of the Abenaki maidens was wooed by a white man who would come among them to trade in furs. And just a few days before the marriage was to take place, the lover was called away on important business among his own people. Down to the big bustling town he went, leaving his sweetheart sad, but confident of his speedy return. I will surely return and claim you in a few days. These were his words. Lonely but hopeful, the maiden waited till the day set for his return was come and gone. Then other days followed, gliding into weeks and months, until spring grew into summer, and summer at last died in the arms of winter. The drooping maiden became the laughing stock of her people. See what comes of loving a pale face, they mocked. Take one of your own people. When he returns, if he ever does, laugh him to scorn. Show him your pride and spirit. Still the maiden waited, for she loved the white man better than any of her dusky relatives. She was very thin and almost as white as the woman of her lover's race. One night in winter, while a great storm was raging, the maiden was startled from sleep by the sound of her lover's voice. She heard her name called distinctly, but in a faint, unearthly voice that might have belonged to a spirit. Convinced that her lover was wandering about outside, lost in the snow in the depths of the forest, the girl put on a mantle, took up her light, and started forth to find him. All night long, the people in the lodges saw the light swing back and forth around the shores of the swamp. In the morning, no trace was found of the maiden, nor has she been found to this day. But on damp, murky nights, the glow of an unearthly lamp gleams and disappears again on the shore of the swamp where last she was seen to stand. It was learned afterward that on the very night of the great storm, on which the maiden thought she heard the voice of her lover calling her name, he said goodbye to the people of his town and started on snowshoes for the Indian village, intending to claim his waiting bride. He never returned to his own people, and it was thought he perished in the storm. The Indians hope that sometime the woman with the lamp will find him, and their reunited souls will go together up the rainbow trail to enjoy the rest and peace of the spirit world.